Saala Khadoos. It may sound a bit offensive, but you know, if men behind Saala Khadoos are these smiling people, it doesn't mean the same thing. You know, very unlike Raju Hirani, Saala Khadoos.
No, we had 3 idiots. We've been very abusive in our titles.
Right.
See, I feel title is the first thing which goes out to the audience.
Right.
And I feel the purpose of a title is to generate curiosity. What is this? You know, what is this film? You want to know more about the film.
Right.
And once you see the film, you realize that it's a very positive title in the film, because what it means is that a mentor who motivates or inspires the student also gets abused by the student, because he pushes the student so much that at some stage he's abused. So it's a girl in the film who keeps calling him Saala Khadoos, but she can't do without him also.
So I think all of us have called our professors and people like that. Yeah,
that's exactly. So in fact, our first trailer launch, we all called our Saala Khadooses. I got Vidhu Vinod Chopra as my Saala Khadoos. He got Kamal Hassan to send a clip.
You know, I want to ask you, you were always convinced about this story. You always wanted to make this. What is the germ of it like that you said, I want to do this?
When you have to make a film or a story that is worthy of a theatre, then apart from just being a big film, the content has to be challenging enough for them to want to come and see this film on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Unless they do that for an actor like me, I am dead. So I take a lot of time finding those kind of scripts. Even Tanduvid's one was one of those endeavors. And this one, when I read it, right then I knew it was something that is aspirational. You know, and I had to look aspirational in the film to convince people that I was a boxing coach. I had to get a girl who looks like, you know, people want to be like her. And I think that was something that, you know, challenged me and convinced me that this is what I should do next.
I read one night he came to you and he narrated and you were sitting with your notepad and your pen. Tell me, what was that narration thing that convinced Raju Hirani to be a part of it?
I don't know whether I was sitting with my notepad, that must have been later. Okay. But yeah, he called me at 11:30 at night and he said, I have to come and see you. So I first thought it's something serious. He wants to come and talk at 11:30, land up around 12. And the only purpose he came to was to narrate this story to me. And I laughed in my head. I said, Yari, 12 baje mujhe story suna raha hai. I'm in my different zone. I was making PK then. So he gave a very short narration. But by the time he finished, I was pretty choked and moved by the story.
You know, the casting is so important. How do you get a right cast for this? Do you audition actors? Do you go to school?
See, it's always a prerogative of the director. But I was very insistent that at least, you know, they should be as real as possible. So we wanted a boxer for the female lead. It was a tall order, 17-year-old, has to look like my daughter, has to learn, play boxing, you know, and know world-class boxing, has to be comfortable with Hindi and Tamil, has to be a fisherwoman, who should want to act, look like an actress, everything. And it was like an impossible task, and therefore I called it too much, right? So, but you know, I've understood over a period of time that you have a right script, that too much becomes possible. You know, I think that the energy is just direct you to something like this. And finding Ritika in Bombay, so close to my house, was something that I never imagined.